Hello everyone, I'm starting my video sitting behind an F40, and if you look at first glance it looks like an F40 LM because it's got that big rear wing on it, but it's got Japanese plates and the center strut is perspex, and there are a lot of detailed changes like on the exhaust. And if I take you round the side, look at that massive wide body in 4 pieces, and we've got Liberty Walk here on the wheels. This is the Liberty Walk F40, the most controversial, the most divisive wide body over fender car ever built, and it's come out of Japan for the first time ever. It's rocked up in Malaysia for the Tokyo Auto Salon, and I'm going to take you for a walk around this car because it is completely crazy and completely epic. But the first thing to do is just rewind back and look at it coming out of the container, because that was a shocking, massive moment. So I'm heading back to the loading bay just a few meters away. I'm going to show you this car unloading, and then I'm going to take you for a walk around. We're about to get the first container opened, and here it comes, man. And this is the car everyone has been waiting for. So here we have the Liberty Walk F40, man, absolutely insane. The first time it's been out of Japan, first time in Malaysia, of course, on that basis, under a sheet. This guy here is super well equipped. We've got the Liberty Walk F40 here, 1:1 scale. And here we've got it in a really small scale as well. Man, that is being prepared and organized. So here we have it out in the daylight, first time outside Japan, first time into the daylight outside Japan in KL. Absolutely amazing. I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit and look at that shape, man. Unbelievable. The car that has divided more people than any other over fender build in history is right here. I'm going to look at it close up. And it is going, man. And this is our first look at the Liberty Walk F40, and it looks absolutely epic. Half the world is walking behind this car in unison. And here is the guy who gets to drive a Liberty Walk F40 in Malaysia, about 50 meters. So it's here, it's unwrapped, it's in the halls, and it's under lights. But I want to take you for a walk around in this car, but look at the amount of people here. I'm going to have to wait a few hours. So finally, after waiting a long time, it's gone a little bit clearer around the Liberty Walk F40. So I can bring you a bit of a walk around of this car now. And the first thing, a bit of background. This car is not new. It's about 2.5 years old. It rocked up at the Tokyo Auto Salon in 2023 and everyone went absolutely mental. And this, the second thing to say is this is the most divisive over fender car ever in history. And what I would say, my opinion on this, is they built 1,300 F40s. Now, the F40 is the GOAT for sure. It is the GOAT. So you want to cut one of those up, and despite whatever they say, they hacked away at that car. You couldn't get the wheels, you couldn't get the track, you couldn't get the steering without hacking away at the original car. So they hacked it up. And if you're going to hack up an F40, it's got to be good. And I really think this is good. And with 1,300, yeah, you can hack 1 or 2 up, but you've got to do a fantastic job. Otherwise, the world is going to turn on you and tear you apart. And I think they've done a good job. I've only looked at this car for 5 minutes. In photos, you cannot really get an impression. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Most of the photos you see on the internet are highly touched up, so you cannot get a great impression. But I think this is good. Basically, this is a mix of a lot of F40 LM, as Wataru-san did on his first F40 about 20 years ago and shocked people. Now he's taken all that idea, put it onto another F40, his second F40, and he's put the wide body on it and caused controversy. So we look at this car and you can see from the front, it is pure F40 LM in all that front spoiler, but you can see how it comes out wider And you can see this massive custom splitter, which is actually profiled. I've never seen in the pictures. It actually comes up here, so the airflow is going under the body there. And the prancing horse is there, blacked out. The Ferrari badge is still there, and you can see how scuffed that badge is. This car has been used in its life. So we look at the bonnet, and the F40 bonnet has got the F40 LM style on it. That single NACA duct in the middle, and these huge exits here. That's all F40 LM, but these slats here, 5 slats with a mesh under it, are new, and they're to cause a bit of controversy and make it stand out. And they actually work pretty well. The only problem I see with this car, well, the first problem I see is the stickers are not very good, and the stickers are kind of slapped on a little bit hash dash style, and they're interrupting the shape and the form of this car. And then we whiz round the side, and the only other thing that I am not a big fan on is these dive plates, because they're really long. They come right round to the end of the wheel, and you can flip up there as well. They're a little bit too long in my opinion, but to be honest, the stickers and that are the only issues I have. When you come down the side, we can see now how wide this car is, and we actually look at the original clips to lift the front clamshell off. You can see they're recessed in now, whereas on the F40 they're flush, so we can see it's come out a couple of centimeters. So we take a look at the wheels and tyres. It's running on 18-inch Yokohama Advance on these big, strong Liberty Walk style wheels, which are kind of quite dished in, and the centre hub locking nut race style and F40 style. Quite nice. The black wheels contrast with the white car. It's got the original Brembo brakes, the discs, the bells, everything is kind of original, but he's put these big Liberty Walk wheels on, and you can see when it is lowered down on air, it really sits flush and it really looks nice. And this has been driven because you can see how dirty it is. So clearly they've been driving this in Japan. Really, really nice. And the other thing that's quite funny, this is the second F40 I have seen in Malaysia. The first F40 I've seen in Malaysia, there's 2 here, but I've seen one. One belongs to the royal family actually, so you're never going to see that. One belongs to Zenlo. And they put the Scuderia badge right where it would be on the original, just further out, right above the catch. Then it's got these custom skirts, and they look really, really good. I like these as well, give the whole race feel. And then you get round to the back, and there's a lot of detail work gone on there. You can actually see that this over fender is split into 4 parts. So we've got this part here, and it contours around the NACA duct there. Then we've got another section here, and then 2 more sections over here. One on the rear tailgate that all lifts up, and then 1 more finishing it off on the rear bumper. And they're all bolted on Liberty Walk style. Kind of like that as well. But again, there's too many stickers here. They are not helping. So I've got a crazy wide body. Under here, the engine is still all original, all untouched. And this Perspex style cover is so yellowed with age and so original. The only thing that's actually been done is the cross brace has been painted red, and that really stands out. And I think that's like a bit of a cheeky nod to the red color this car was in before it was wrapped white. Underneath here, it is red, but now it is wrapped white, and that red paint is one of the most famous things about the F40 because it was put on so thinly to save weight. Anyway, you can see under here the 2.9 twin turbo V8 engine is all still stock, and you can see all the soundproofing, all the heat protection is all original. Nothing looks like it's been changed in here at all, apart from we can see the canisters for the air suspension down there. They're sitting on either side of those coolers. Then all the rear wing is all based on the F40 LM. It's all the same style, but it's been changed slightly, upgraded, all done in carbon, all adjustable here. And then the gurney flap on the back here, which also can be adjusted. It's right up at the moment. And the middle piece is done in Perspex, so you don't really see that. So it's actually quite neat. The wing looks like it's hanging there because you got the white side pieces, and then the middle piece is all done in Perspex. So if I pull you back, the wing looks like it is kind of just hanging there. It's quite a neat touch. So all this is F40 LM and F40 as well. We should also mention this is running on Japanese plates, and I think a white wide body F40 on Japanese plates is pretty epic. And we should also look at these exhaust exits as well. They're kind of angled, they're curved here, and they've got this piece here welded together to support them. They look really neat, and they kind of contrast really well with these 2 Venturi tunnels as well coming out the back, which, like the original, are split with an extra fin offset in it. And these are also new. These kind of aero pieces that wrap around the corner of the bumper. And that is pretty much it. So it's a real blend of F40, F40 LM, and these real wide arches. And you look at all the angles, it looks really, really integrated. And you can see what I was saying on the other side, how it's in 4 pieces. We've got one kind of like finisher piece here on the rear bumper bolted on, which wraps this whole over fender around. And then the 3 vents, they've actually recessed it slightly here. There's no vent there, but it's actually recessed to kind of give the effect of flowing right onto the over fenders. We've got the original F40 embossed in there, the Liberty Walk above. Man, it's an interesting car. And then if I can show you inside the cockpit, but the interest in this car is super high, so we've all kind of got to wait our turn here. The cockpit is virtually unchanged, apart from he's put some much more modern Sparco seats in. I'm just going to stick my phone in here and show you. You can see all the original dash, all the original switches, and it's also got a Sparco steering wheel with Liberty Walk stitched into the top of it. Kind of more modern race style steering wheel with the horizontal lower section to it. And these Sparco seats are much more modern. And then it's got Sparco Liberty Walk belts in it as well. Apart from that, it's all original. Look at that gate and that carbon fiber gear knob. How absolutely period and beautiful is that? Now we can see the car going down, and it looks a lot better when it's sitting right down. So I also want to mention the price of this kit, because you can get it in full carbon or composite, and in carbon it's 150 grand. The rear wing is 27,500. The rear diffuser is 25 grand, and the headlight covers are $7,000 each. That is crazy. The front cover is 30 grand. Man, these are seriously big numbers. One more thing we should also mention is the roundels on it, because you're getting the famous Japanese roundels that hark back to the Zero Fighter on a Ferrari. And we've got one here offset on the front wing, and then we've got big ones on either door. Japanese roundels on an F40, and it works. While I'm here, I'm just going to point out the organizer, the man responsible for bringing this here. Congratulations. And now the number one thing you need to do with a Ferrari is get that Scuderia shield polished up to a T. So I want to finish my video right here, because I think these rear over fenders are absolutely epic. In 4 pieces, the narco ducts there, the big narco duct there, and the one on top. F40 blending with Liberty Walk style, and these really dished wheels on the back. Looks absolutely amazing. So I'm done with this car. And as I always say when I get to the end of my videos, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Got a lot of cars unloading here today. We've got Smokey's VR32. We've got an amazing RX-7 build from RE Amamiya that was at the Auto Salon this year. So I've got a lot more cars coming to show you individually over the next few weeks. So please subscribe to hit up a lot more absolutely epic content. And if you like this video, if you like my quick walk around of the F40, please hit me a like. I greatly appreciate that. And I apologize. The whole of Malaysia wants to see this car. First time it's been out of Japan. One of the most divisive cars in car modification history. So everyone wants to check it out, see what it's like. So kind of pushing and jumping around here and there and get out of people's way. But for now, I'm done. See you soon.